Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah, that belongs to the Apostles GMS. This is Amnawa Allah coming next in the video. And in this video, I'm going to be focused on, um, I'm starting from verse 18. Point is at verse 20 and 21, but I'm going to start from verse 18. Alright, basically going into, the Most High's divine power and how he proves his existence through that which is created. This is and how the creature, which is who was created by the Most High, basically wouldn't establish their own righteousness. Let's get right to it. Romans 1:18. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. So the wrath of the Most High is against all the ungodly and unrighteous, those who hold the truth in unrighteousness. So those who hold the knowledge of the Most High and the Son unrighteously. Okay? Those who teach for filthy lucre's sake, for the sake of their own bellies. Those who teach to be pedestalized and glorified among men. Okay? For those out there who claim that they believe in a higher power but choose to worship idols, and they give the reverence and honor to the idols that they've made. Idols of wood and stone, objects. Verse 19. Because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High hath shown it unto them. How so? How is that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them? For the Most High hath showed it unto them. How? What does that mean? What did he show them? Verse 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. So the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. So we can't necessarily see the Most High. We can't see the spiritual world. We can't see the heavens, right? So it says, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. But though those invisible things are clear, he's invisible, it says what? For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. Meaning, though the Most High is invisible, that the proof of his existence is clearly seen. How so? Being understood by the things that are made. So though the Most High is invisible, the proof of his existence is clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made. So though the Most High is invisible, his existence is proven clear based upon the things that are visible. In other words, the things that are around us, that are visible, that we see, proves the existence of the invisible God, the Most High. Even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. So they are without excuse. Before I go into they without excuse, look at the word Godhead.
Strong's G 2305. Theates.
Theates. Divinity, divine nature. So that's what that means. So it says, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. So the world is without excuse. The existence of the Most High has been proven by the things that are seen. So the world is without excuse to say that they have not seen the proof of the Most High's existence. The world is without excuse. Because that, when they knew the Most High, so the proof of the Most High has been shown. They glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful. But the people of the world, the children of Israel, like the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they knew God, but they glorified him not as God. So they glorified him not as the Most High. They went out to establish their own righteousness. And they made idols made out of wood and stone and said, this is my God, this is my power. And the other nations did the same thing. The other nations had people among them that's considered wise, that's considered philosophers, and they believe in a God. They may believe in one God, Zeus, or many gods, a pantheon. But they also built idols, which the Most High is the God of Israel. But this is going to show you how the Most High's existence is proven by the things that He created, yet the people of the world don't glorify Him, but became vain in their imagination. Neither were they thankful. Well, they glorify Him not as the Most High. So when you glorify Him not as the Most High, remember, the Most High requires that we worship Him, and that we worship Him in certain ways. But man isn't doing that. They're going about to establish their own righteousness. Okay? The Most High requires certain laws, statutes, and commandments that we must follow. That we got to believe that His Son, the one who wrote ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahushua, we have to believe that He died for our sins. Talking about the children of Israel, He died for the sins of the children of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, based upon your father's line. But they glorified Him not as the Most High. Neither were they thankful. Neither were they thankful of the mercies and goodness the Most High has bestowed upon them, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. So they became vain, empty in their imaginations. So guess what? They went out to establish their own righteousness, and their foolish heart was darkened. So they was blinded spiritually. Their minds were blinded spiritually, professing themselves to be wise. They became fools. So they thought they was wise, but they became fools. How? And changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, four-footed beasts, and creeping things. So the Most High is uncorruptible. The Most High cannot decay. The Most High cannot diminish in any way, shape, or form. But they made the image of the uncorruptible power, the Most High, unto an image made like to corruptible man. Like man is corruptible, we die, we decay. Our bodies decay, our bodies decompose. So they made images of wood and stone, which are things that also decompose over time. They break down over time. Wood breaks down, stone breaks down, right? And they made image, God, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man. So they'll make the image of the Most High something out of wood or stone, and they'll make it like a man. See, this man that I've made out of stone, this man that I've made out of wood, this image here, that's God. Or they're all into birds, into four-footed beasts and creeping things. That's what they did. They make images of man, birds, four-footed beasts, and creeping things, and say, that's God. But man is corruptible. Birds are corruptible. Four-footed beasts are corruptible. Creeping things are corruptible. The very wood and stone that you make those idols out of are corruptible. But the Most High is uncorruptible. See? It's showing you the dichotomy, the difference. The Most High is uncorruptible, but they compared Him. They made images of Him, images of the Most High, in comparison to a corruptible thing that the Most High created, like man, birds, four-footed beasts, and creeping things. And they're corruptible because why? They're all liable to decay. Their bodies all decompose when they die, right? Jeremiah 2:4. Heed the word of Yahweh Shemashah, O house of Jacob, and know the families of the house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh Shemashah, what iniquity have your fathers found in me? So what iniquity has the fathers or the previous generations of the children of Israel found in the Lord? Obviously none. But the Lord is asking a rhetorical question. A question that's not meant to be answered, but is used to prove a point. Obviously the Most High is perfect, so there's no iniquity or sin that you can find in Him. But He's saying, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are going far from me? What did I do that made them depart from me? Have I walked after vanity and I become vain? Did I become vain? Did I go off? Most High, obviously the answer is no. So they turned their back on Yahweh Shemashah. Our forefathers did, and our people still doing today, worshiping each other religions and getting into all these different philosophies, which the Most High is not about religion. The Most High is about the laws, statutes, and commandments in the scriptures. This is the book of this whole thing is good. I'm gonna start from verse 12. I'm gonna start from verse 11. Verse 12. 2 Kings 17:12. For they serve idols, but Yahweh Shemashah has said unto them, you should not do this thing. That's in the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt have other gods before me. Thou shalt not make any graven images or bow down unto them. That's in the book of Exodus 20 chapter. Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah, saying, by all the prophets and by all the seers which are prophets, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways, and keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all the law which I commanded your fathers, which I sent to you by my servants the prophets. Notwithstanding, they would not hear. So guess what? They were told by the prophets, turn from your evil ways and keep the Lord's statutes and commandments, right? That he commanded your fathers. That was sent to you by the prophets. The prophets told you these things. But what is it saying? Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks, like the neck of their fathers, that did not believe in the Lord, that did not believe in Yahweh Shemashah, their power. So even our ancestors went off from the Heavenly Father and started to worship idols and started to praise other gods. And they rejected it, which are no gods, because they don't exist. And they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain and went after the heathen that were round about them. So they started following the ways of the heathen, concerning whom the Lord had charged them that they should not do like them. Don't do what they did. Don't do what they doing, man. Real fast. Deuteronomy 12 and 30. Take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. It's talking about the other nation. I'm talking about 29. Deuteronomy 12 and 29. When Yahweh Shemashah thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, neither whether thou goest to possess them. So when these nations are going to get cut off, right? Like we read about in Deuteronomy 7 chapter, these different nations. When we're going to go into the land and destroy them and take the land, right? Whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them. Meaning you defeat them, you win, we succeed, be successful in our battle against them, and dwellest in their land. Take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. After that they be destroyed from before thee. So after you destroy them, don't be ensnared by their ways, and that thou inquire after their gods, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, How do these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. So he wasn't supposed to do that. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy power, for every abomination to Yahweh Shemashah which he hateth have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire of their gods. So they worshiping Molech, they were passing their sons and their daughters to the fire to worship false gods. That's what the other nation was doing. So he wasn't supposed to do that. What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish it. Do exactly what I say. Don't do nothing more, don't do anything less. And that's the spirit. That was exactly 12 minutes and 32 seconds. And I just finished the 12, Deuteronomy 12 and 32. That's the spirit. But I'm in verse 16. And they left all the commandments of Yahweh Shemashah their power, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshipped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal. Verse 17. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of Yahweh Shemashah, to provoke him to anger. So this is what they was doing, man. So the children of Israel is going off. And they're doing the same thing now. Now they're Christians, Catholics, Methodists, Rastas, Seventh-day Adventists, Moors, Egyptologists. They're looking for the truth, but they don't know. That's why the scriptures say Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest was blinded. Israel is looking for the truth, but they haven't obtained the truth. The truth is that they're Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, based upon your father's line. But the election obtained the truth, and the rest was blinded. The 2/3 of Israel are blinded from getting this knowledge, man. It's not meant for everybody. So with that, I'm going to close and say, praise to Yahweh Shemashah. I hope you better learn something. Shalom.